Oh, looks like the air ambulance. That's worrying. Sync 'em up, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, folks. How are we all doing? We're out on the Brian. That's right. We're out on the Royal Enfield Himalayan. And for those of you who are regulars to the channel will know the Brian has not been featured on the channel for a while. And why not? Because I've had issues, hence the title. Bit of a long story. Grab yourself a cuppa. As Chopsy would say, roll the intro. Here we're a bit flooded. Yeah! Oh, somebody lost their bumper. Oh dear. Okay, excuse me, there we go. Camera virus off already. What's been happening? Or as we say around here, what's the kidding? Well, it all started just before Christmas. I got the Brian out, ready to go to work, as I do. Got him off the driveway and thought, hang on, this don't feel right. Flat front tyre. Oh, bugger. Grab a pump up the tyre, put the pump away, come back out, flat tyre. Right, fine, okay, we got a puncture. No major dramas. A lot of faffing around to get the other bike out. But luckily I got two bikes. So, went to work. A couple of days went by because I was in work. Then when I was off work I pumped the tyre up again, I left it. In the meantime I decided, well, I might as well just buy a new inner tube rather than mess about. And my front tyre was starting to look a bit thin, so I replaced the front tyre while I'm at it. Now of course all this happened over the Christmas period. So as you can imagine, getting all the parts and getting things done was nigh on impossible. So that took a couple of weeks to sort out. No dramas, you know, it is what it is. New front tyre ordered, heavy duty inner tube ordered. The front wheel was taken down to M&P's, tyre and tube fitted, job done. Great, the bike's done. Go to start the bike, dead battery. I kind of expected that because it'd been parked up for a couple of weeks in the cold damp weather. Very cold, very damp. Okay, charge the battery, fire up the bike, lovely. Then it cut out and it wouldn't start. There we go. Take the relays out, clean them, put them back in, check the fuel pump. Fuel pump's not kicking in. Fiddle about with the electrics, fuel pump's working, bike starts, lovely. Go to take it for a run, cuts out, won't start. Fuel pump's not working. Oh, for... Okay, we're going to hazard a guess that the problem is the relays, which any Himalayan owner will know. The relays on the Himalayans are known to be a bit dodgy. Along with the fact I've done 12,500 miles on this one, mind. The relays should have packed up by now if they're going to play up. But anyway, hey ho. A lot of bikes out today, which is good. Okay, fair enough. So I tried to start the bike again, and it's the battery's dead. Okay. Clearly the battery has had its day. It's 2.5 years old, and they're probably not the greatest of batteries in the first place. So I ordered a new battery. Motobat. New battery arrives. Yay! Battery on bike, fire up bike, lovely! Yay! We're up and running. Right, we'll leave it run on in a backyard for 10 minutes or so. Let the oil circulate, get the engine running, warmed up, battery charged up, blah blah blah. Bike cuts out. Won't start. Oh, faff around with it for a bit, can't figure out what the problem is. Decide I've had enough. Arrange for it to go down to M&P's for them to have a look at. Now obviously, because it didn't run, I had to wait for someone who very kindly came up with a van to take it down to the shop for me. Now you know who you are, and I'm really appreciative. Thank you very much, mate. Bike goes down to the shop. That was on the Monday. They were flat out most of the week, so they didn't actually get to look at the bike until I think it was Friday. Excuse the vibration. And the bike started perfectly. Ran fine, no issues at all. Taking the mick now. So they said, look, leave it with us over the weekend. We'll try it again Monday morning, see what happens. Yeah, no worries. Monday morning, bike fires up, lovely, no issues at all. Idling like a beauty. Boys took a quick run around the car park. No dramas. Lovely. Okay, fair enough. Now the gentleman with the van who was going to drop it back to me, because I took the screen and the mirrors off to get it in the back of his van, he was unavailable that day. He was only available on the Tuesday. Unfortunately, I was back in work Tuesday night, so it wasn't convenient. Well, it ended up he dropped the bike back to me on Friday night. Today's Saturday, by the way, so it was last night he dropped the bike back to me. Thank you again, mate, really appreciate it. Got the bike back last night and everything is hunky-dory as far as we could tell down the shop. Hang on, get past this cyclist. So, I had to go out this morning with Mrs. Grumps, we had something to do. Got back home earlier, right, fire the bike up, running fine, no issues whatsoever. In the meantime, I did order new relays from Hitchcock's. Ordered them the one day, they arrived virtually the next day, I think it was 24 hours or 48 hours later. Fantastic service from Hitchcock's, in all fairness. So once I knew the bike was running fine, I put the new relays in just in case, kept the old ones for emergency. Bike appears to be running great, which is why I'm out on it now. Albeit it's feeling a bit funky on the corners because I still got a brand new front tyre that hasn't been scrubbed in yet. When I was at it, refitted the screen, the mirrors, etc. While the bike was off the road, I also replaced the cush drive rubbers. In case you don't know, those are little rubber triangle pieces that are in the back wheel on the chain drive side, the sprocket side. And they are designed to soften the impact when the chain pulls the sprocket and the sprocket turns. Well, mine were quite worn. 12,500 miles, they were worn out. You know, bit early, bit premature, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's a Royal Enfield Himalayan. They were built to a budget, and this is like a Euro 4 model, so obviously they've improved since. But it's fine, no problem, I don't mind. I had to replace cush drive rubbers, so again they were orders from Hitchcock's, being the cheapest around, and they arrived pretty quickly. I forgot the brakes on this thing, and nothing like the KTM. I've been riding the KTM for over a month, constantly. Yeah, anyway, the cush drive rubbers arrived like 48 hours or whatever, so I fitted them. I also got Mrs. Grumps to order me a new clutch cable, only because the other one was looking a bit old and it was feeling a little bit, not stiff, but it wasn't as smooth as it should be. So I figured it'd be a good idea just to replace it anyway. Nothing wrong with the old one. I probably could have got away with cleaning and lubricating it, but to be honest, for the cost of a cable, I'd rather replace it. Also means I got a spare. So happy days. This morning I'd already fit the cush drive rubbers before the bike went down the shop. This morning I fitted the clutch cable. I replaced the two relays with the old ones. I put all the bike back together and we're taking it out for a test ride, making sure everything's working as it should be. Touch wood, so far we're all okay so far. Mobile phone and RAC recovery on standby. Right, now there is a reason why I've been doing all this preventative measures and bits and bobs to the bike. Right, let me find somewhere to pull over a minute, because I've got a car behind me who's clearly in more of a rush than I am. So let's get out of his way. There we go, mate. You carry on, I'll just plod along quietly. Yeah. Right, the reason I've been doing all this prep work, if you haven't seen it on the channel, I have put up a video about this. Myself and my mate Jonathan, who I also call my partner in grime, because he's the one I go off-roading with, we have decided to do a charity ride around Wales. Not South Wales, the whole of Wales. We are going to roughly, and it is roughly, circumnavigate Wales, the circumference of Wales. And we're going to do it over the period of the weekend, 27th and 28th of April, if I remember correctly. Now, I'm going to be taking the Brian, my Royal Enfield Himalayan. He is going to be taking his Norton 961 Commando. That way it's a bit of a challenge. Wouldn't be much of a challenge if we just went on like he's got a T710 and I got the KTM 790. It wouldn't be much of a challenge on those bikes. So we thought we'd take these ones, make it more fun. Of course, we are talking roughly 600 miles in 2 days. So 300 miles a day, which doesn't sound a great deal. But don't forget, we are going around Wales, which involves some very steep hills. And I'm on this thing. Cruising speed on the Himalayan is 50 to 60 miles an hour average. On mine, anyway. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. When I checked it out on Google Maps, they estimated about 9 hours riding for the first day. That's just travelling. That didn't include stopping for food and fuel. So we've estimated we're looking at 12 to 14 hours a day travelling time. Going to be a long day, and then when we're hoping to get to Barmouth by going via Chepstow, Abergavenny, up that side, English side, up to North Wales, across the top, and then back down towards Barmouth. We're hoping to get to Barmouth on the first day, and then we'll find a hotel, bed and breakfast, whatever we can find. We'll find somewhere to stay for the night, and then we'll come down the coast, Aberystwyth, Aberdyfi, all that, down to St Davies and across the bottom, passing Swansea, etc., and back home to Cardiff. That's the plan. We're in the process of going through all the fine details. Jonathan and myself will be doing a video between us all about this in due course. We haven't had a chance yet. So of course, because I work a lot of weekends and he doesn't, trying to find time to get anything done is hectic, to say the least. Where am I going to go? I'll go right. Yeah. Now, why are we doing it? What's the whole point of this thing? What charity are we doing it for? We're doing it for Mental Health Motorbike Wales. Mental Health Motorbike is a charity set up about 3 or 4 years ago, and they provide mental health first aiders. Now these people, I'll say guys, or they are women as well, these guys are not counsellors. They are first aiders, mental health first aiders. When you're feeling really down and stressing or depressed or whatever, you can contact them via phone, email, or even go to one of what they call the hubs. Various places around South Wales at cafes, like for example the Owl's Nest in Llandovery, where they will have one of their mental health first aiders there on a regular basis. You can go and have a chat with them, you can get a phone number or whatever. You don't have to speak to them there and then if you don't want to, but when you're ready, contact them and they will listen to you. Hopefully, they say they'll go for a ride with you if they have a bike available, if they have someone available to ride with you. They go for a ride, have a cup of tea or something, or coffee, and basically will be with you stupid woman. They will be there for you to talk to and offer you some advice. They're not there to judge or anything. Like I say, they're not counsellors, they are first aiders. Like me, I'm medically first aid trained. They're there for the initial help, to talk to you, to see what your problem is, try and point you in the right direction, for the professionals to sort it out. They're like your first port of call. Instead of waiting months and months to get an appointment with the doctor and the specialist and every bugger else, because we all know the NHS is, you know, overrun and underpowered, underfunded and all that crap. These folks are there for you to phone up and say, whatever the name is, Bob, George, Fred, Harry, Mary, hey, look, I'm struggling, I can't cope, and they'll listen to you, they'll talk to you, they're there for you. They're there as a first aid, first point of call. That's their whole point. Now, Mental Health Motorbike want to train 1,000 first aiders, mental health first aiders, by the end of the year. I'm not sure how many they got at the moment, but they want 1,000 by the end of the year. And whatever money we raise through Just Giving, we have a Just Giving page. If I've got it in time, I'll put the QR code on the video so you can scan that, and that'll take you direct to our Just Giving page. If you can donate something, please, we really appreciate it. £1, £10, whatever, don't care. Literally every penny counts. And every penny we get from Just Giving goes straight to the charity. There's no admin fees, there's no cost of the run cost of the run taken out. You know, your donations are not paying for our trip. All your donations, I'm assuming Just Giving take a percentage off, because that's how they run these things. I don't honestly know, but literally whatever Just Giving send to us, we will send to Mental Health Motorbike, every penny. Currently we've set a target of £411. The reason being that the Himalayan is 411cc. If we reach that target, and we really hope we do it before we even go, we will then increase it to 961, which is the cc of Jonathan's Norton. So our next limit will be £961. If we reach that, which considering most of you are bikers, we probably will, and you're all more generous than anybody else, we all know this. Bikers give more to charity than anybody else, including the British government. Anyway, if we reach the 961 target, then we'll discuss what we're going to increase it to. £1,000, £1,200. Why are you braking, lovely? It's a 40-mile-an-hour limit and you're doing 30. Maybe you should learn to read the road signs. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, every penny will go to the charity, and every penny counts. So there we go. Myself and Jonathan will be sharing more and more information. Oh, good grief. Can you go any slower, love? 25 and a 40. Can you not drive? Or can you not read? Yeah, sorry. Any information Jonathan and myself will be sharing on both our Facebook pages, YouTube channel, sorry. On mine, obviously, Grumps Rise, and Jonathan's YouTube channel is Norton Unofficial. He will also be running information on there about the charity. Oh my god. Does this person have any clue how to drive? Clearly not. Now, Mental Health Motorbike want to train 1,000 first aiders, sorry, by the end of the year. I'm not sure how many they've got at the moment. I think they've got a few hundred, but they want 1,000 by the end of 2024. So myself and Jonathan decided whatever money we raise through our Just Giving page will be given to Mental Health Motorbike to train these first aiders, mental health first aiders. Now, we have a Just Giving page called Rattling Around Wales. I will try and put a QR code on the screen if I've got hold of it, and Jonathan's been around to tell me how to do it because he's the technical expert. I haven't got a clue. If not, go to the Just Giving website and look for our page, Rattling Around Wales. Or hold on a little bit and it will come up soon, the barcode, the QR code, sorry. And if you go to our Just Giving page and you wish to donate, please do. We more than appreciate every penny. Doesn't matter how much you want to give or how much you can afford, every penny counts. And as I say, every penny that Just Giving send us, we will pass on to the charity. We take no admin fees out, we take no cost of the run out or any of that rubbish. Every penny raised goes to Mental Health Motorbike. There we go, that's it. That's the updates on the Brian. Why he hasn't been on the channel for a while, what's been occurring, and what we're up to in the future. Right, I'm off to continue my test ride of the Brian, make sure everything's ready for work on Monday. And you folks, please, if you wish to, please share, subscribe, like the video, all the usual. It all helps with the algorithms. Be more than appreciated. But most importantly, whatever you're doing, folks, please be safe, ride safe and have fun. And of course, just keep Mrs. Grums happy, because she does look forward to this bit, because then she knows she ain't got to sit there and watch any more of my video and me babbling away. Toodles! Right, let's go have a ride around and see how many more idiots annoy me because they can't bloody drive.